Edgar Cayce's Christ Consciousness. Part 1. Please give advice that would help in those times when there is the beginning of Kundalini to rise or there is the circulation of Kundalini through the body. What should be the next step? Surround self with that consciousness of the Christ Spirit. This by the affirmation of let self be surrounded with the Christ consciousness, and the directions be through those activities in the body force itself. Do not seek the lower influences, but the Christ consciousness. Please give advice that would help in the cultivation of a more pleasing and dynamic speaking voice. This is only as the purposefulness and strength is manifested with which the affirmations or pronouncements are made. See? As there is the complete interpretation of the Christ consciousness in self, more strength, more dynamic personality is felt, it is the outgrowth of same. For, as he has given, I stand at the door and knock, if you will open, I will enter. Thus, as the Christ guides through the deep meditation and the raising of the consciousness in the body forces themselves, the Spirit is making for the building of the influences for greater dynamic personality. There may thus be applied the ability as a speaker, as an interpreter, as a reader. Read those that require the forcing of the personality, and of the individuality, in the pronouncements. Is there any advice to be given the entity on its study and understanding of the Bible? Live that ye know each day, and as ye read and interpret in thy associations with others, there may come the greater understanding. As ye read, let this be as the thought and purpose. Speak thou to me, O Lord, in voice. Let me manifest same in my associations with others. The Jupiterian sojourn makes for those inclinations for the entity's activity to deal with the masses, through individual activity. Hence, as a healer, in the applying of those tenets or truths that become a part of the entity's experience, if they are held to the law of one as manifested in the man Jesus, as signified in the Christ consciousness, please gain the difference of these. Speak gently. Smile often. Let the love of the Father through the blessings in Him shine in thy life day by day. Then the clouds of doubt will dissipate, and the brightness of the Christ consciousness will give thee purposefulness in all thy dealings, and His blessings will be continually with thee. Are there any suggestions mentally for me to hold? Always creative forces, or knowing it is practical and possible for the mental forces to act upon and with the physical forces. But that each is a law unto itself when it is allowed to become excessive in its activity. Hence constructive or creative forces or make the body, the mind, the soul cooperate one with another to fill that purpose for which the entity, the soul, has entered. This is the constructive thought to hold. Putting about self always the Christ consciousness, the universal source of all that is good and holy.